What if everything believed about passive income, the sweet dream everyone chases, is actually a lie crafted to keep most people stuck, burned out, and hungry for freedom, but forever trapped in their own grind? Think for a second about the weight behind those promises. Earn money while you sleep. Make hundreds daily without lifting a finger. Automate your cash flow and live life on your terms. Sounds like magic, doesn't it? But what if that magic is smoke and mirrors? What if the very idea of truly effortless, lasting passive income is a myth designed to sell shortcuts to people who are desperate to escape the daily hustle? The uncomfortable truth is this: passive income, in the form most casually tossed around, doesn't exist. Not because it's impossible, but because nearly everyone misunderstands what it takes, where the trapdoors lie, and how fragile these so-called streams really are. It's not because you're lazy or unlucky. It's because the world is built to keep the masses chasing illusions, to keep you playing by rules you never agreed to. Layered beneath every passive income success story is often a silent battlefield of risk, relentless work hidden behind the scenes, months or years of sweat, and an undercurrent of luck few admit aloud. That cozy image of a stable bank balance growing on its own ignores the brutal reality that any income not actively nurtured is a flame that flickers and fades, sometimes overnight. It is a trap dressed as freedom, and the pain it buries is in the slow, lonely grind when everything looks perfect to outsiders, but inside you're spinning wheels, drowning in solitude and silence. Watching others thrive while you feel stuck, frustrated, like you're running out of time, but the clock just keeps ticking. This isn't just about money. It's about the burning frustration of seeing your life slip through your fingers, slaves to systems that claim to free you, but only clip your wings. So what now? How can that shackled promise be broken? How do you find a path that isn't a rerun of the same desperate story? Working harder, chasing easy fixes that collapse. Because here's the fundamental secret that the gurus won't tell you. True financial freedom, real passive income that doesn't burn you out or vanish in a storm, doesn't come from luck, doesn't come from a single hack, and definitely doesn't come from hoping someone else's blueprint fits your unique fire. It comes from building something new, something raw, real, and relentless, something that leverages your individual power, your rare strengths, and the unshakable will to reject the system telling you to settle. The starting point is to stop buying the fantasy that you can switch off effort and watch the money flow endlessly. That's not freedom. That's a slow death hidden behind convenience. Freedom is creating or connecting to a system so aligned with your energy and values that it powers itself without sucking the life out of you. It's about being sovereign in your approach, questioning every accepted truth, and fiercely choosing who and what you let shape your path. The truth is relentless. No passive income worth chasing arrives without relentless upfront devotion, learning real hard skills, and weaving your own network, your own autonomous ecosystem of allies who understand your vision, who refuse to settle, who burn as fiercely as you do. Imagine transforming your assets, not just stocks or rental properties, but knowledge, reputation, relationships, into living, breathing engines that feed off each other, grow exponentially, and adapt with the world's chaotic changes. Imagine being part of a network made of those rare individuals who refuse easy answers, the ones who are too bold for complacency and too sharp to fall for hollow promises. These people don't just dream of passive income. They create passive power, moving beyond labels, beyond tired methods, beyond illusions. This is not a call to comfort. It's a rallying cry for action, not the noisy, crowded hustle culture, but deliberate, calculated, ruthless movement toward autonomous wealth. It requires building bridges between seemingly isolated brilliance to forge synergy nobody else imagined possible. Here lies the real edge, when misaligned individual power becomes connected force. That's where passive income transforms from myth to tangible freedom. You become the architect of a self-sustaining flow, designed precisely for your fire, fed by unbreakable alignment, and protected by sharp critical thinking. No shortcuts. No smoke. No sleepwalking through decades hoping someday an unchecked idea hits. This means rejecting the promise of easy and embracing the challenge of constructing your own reality. It means embracing patience, knowing eternity favors those who don't just sprint, but build for forever. That's the difference between fleeting fortune and unshakable legacy. Real passive income is less about doing less and more about designing systems that amplify your unique output. Systems where quality, creativity, and alignment pour into every channel you own, every relationship you nurture, and every asset you grow. Forget the noise about diversifying into passive streams without understanding them. Instead, intensely focus on a few aligned strategies that play to your strengths and network. Build intellectual property. Write, create, teach, invest with insight. Use technology not as a crutch, but as a tool to multiply your impact and leverage time. Build or join autonomous tribes of professionals who clear paths together rather than competing in shadows. Find those rare collaborators who challenge you, who ignite your will, and who move with the kind of systemic discipline that breaks free from traditional rulebooks. Your pain, running in circles, the fear of missing out, the frustration of seeing others succeed while you stay stuck, can be stoked into a fire that reforms everything. Let that hunger drive you to shout no more to the lies, to the limited thinking, to the rules designed to contain you. The path forward isn't popular. It's lonely. It's raw, but it's real. It honors the individual who refuses to be processed, programmed, or pacified. It honors the few who will remake the future, not by latching onto illusions, but by forging their own sovereign way forward. Surround yourself with these few. Align with them ruthlessly. Build your own infrastructure of power, where brilliant misfits become a united force. This is where passive income ceases to be myth and becomes movement. It's not about safety nets. It's about everything or nothing. And the ones who dare will not just watch freedom happen, they will create it. Freedom to live on your terms, fueled by connections, clarity, and the courage to unlearn the comfortable lies. So, if that quiet, unbearable tension inside is screaming right now, the part that tells you you're meant for more, that this story isn't over and you can rewrite the rules, listen to it. Lean into it. Because everything needed is already inside you, but it demands ruthless focus, real connection, and the patience to play the long game. The myth dies when the few break free, connect, and build a legacy where freedom isn't sold, it's lived. This is for those ready to burn the old maps and draft a new one that leads not to promises, but to power.